EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Minnesota Vikings. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he roams across. The 20 to the 24-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Gibson.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. A throw to the flat here for McKissick.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
A handoff for Gibson.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll try to run with Gibson, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Pass caught left side by Humphries. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. To throw is Heineke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Humphries there to make the grab. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Now Mon. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Mon. Eluding the pressure right. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run. It's Gibson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 55 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically with it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and you have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Mon now off of play action. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 61 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. They'll run here with Gibson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Check, check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Vikings now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake, Mond. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they resume play. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Mond out of the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
They go play action here. Mond. Open man here is Conklin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Mond looks to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 52 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down. On play action, Heineke rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now Heineke on fourth down. And he finds McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. On first down, Gibson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, right back to Gibson. Chris Boyd in there to make the play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing. Heineke.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Heineke now.
It's caught. Humphreys. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll go down at the 28. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
A carry for Gibson.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Gibson,
and he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a give to Gibson.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. A handoff for Gibson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Gibson.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Gibson.
And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 30 on second down, Mond buying time to his left. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, here's Mond. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Washington football team. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Bond going to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 74 yards. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Play action now. Here's Heineke.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
And the play fake, and now Heineke.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And he'll be out right at the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
They go play action. Now Heineke.
And And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw, Heineke. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the counter, Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Second and 10. They run the counter. Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They run the counter. It's Gibson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now Heineke. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Mon. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try to learn the league.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Now Heineke. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run. It's Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
And that's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try to run with Gibson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. That is caught by Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Mon looks to throw on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You're looking there at the defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Left side, Cook. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got Smith here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 22, Mond steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Heineke to throw it. Thomas brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, Cook. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Here's Mon. They're going for it. Being chased out left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
And some space here. Past the 20.
Prime time, baby.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Off the play fake, Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
An extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Patterson in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. To throw is Heineke. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And they'll throw again. Heineke. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bates. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Chaz Surratt.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Mon now off of play action. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And all the way down to the 35.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Mon. Dancing to his left. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mon. It's caught. Smith. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. D.D. Westbrook, 32 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throw here's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. 4th down, Heineke. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off at the 24.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Off the play fake, Mon.
They'll roll him out right. Lets it fly for Thielen.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Heineke.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Chaz Surratt
came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Play action. Heineke.
And now here's another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun, here's Mon.
Into the secondary past the 40.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Under pressure is Mon, and he'll go down. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there again.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Open man is Westbrook, complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A big third down pickup of 20 yards in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack.
Mon.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third down from the gun, it's Mond.
It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
On fourth down, Mond.
He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this.
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because the defense got it. They were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Kendricks. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing the game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mond looks to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
One last shot now for Heineke.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.